Three players in the top 247 rankings, Koi, Roy, and Riley, and then the highest ranked player of our staff that we've ever signed was Koi. That was a huge get for us, which you all understand the recruitment process that he went through, especially towards the end. And then two of the top 5 all-time Gophers ever signed was Koi and Roy in this class, top 5 of all time, which I think, as we said this 6-7 years ago, this is where we wanted to get to. This is not an end-all, be-all, but this is exactly what we said we wanted to do. Keep in-state talent, keep the top players in the state, especially out of the top 10 who are coming to be Gophers. It's the most we've had and the most consistent we've been. Really excited about that. So with that said, I'm going to go through each player. We're going to talk just a little bit about each kid, and then I'll take questions from all of you. But Koi Perich, defensive back from Esko High School in Minnesota. Number 1 player in the state of Minnesota. Danny Collins did an unbelievable job recruiting and building a relationship 2 years ago with this young man. Got a chance to go to one of his high school games. It's amazing. The kid's so good. He picks balls off left and right. I mean, the defense scored all the points. It was like 21-0, and he already had 2 of them, I think it was, and he's running down the sideline, and he just points at you. That was pretty cool. I thought that was unique. We'd like him to keep his eyes on the goal line and go ahead and finish +3 through the goal line. But if you're going to point at me, I'll take it, especially if you're going to stay committed to us. That even made it better. Because that could be in a rub in your face, I'm going somewhere else, or, hey, I'm staying to you. You just don't know which one it was. Obviously, it was stay with you, so we're fired up. This one, obviously, is well documented about his recruiting battle towards the end. And I think some things kind of get blown out of proportion at times, and some people say they have this, and they really don't. This was very real. And it came down to the last minute with this young man. And I thought that he kept hearing the same thing over and over and over. And every time he got back on the phone, it was like, what else you got? Nothing. It's the exact same thing I told you 2 years ago. And the consistency of that, I think, rang true. He wants to make a massive impact here in the state of Minnesota, at the University of Minnesota. He's a number 3 safety in the nation, number 1 player in the state of Minnesota, one of the 4 Gophers that will play in the All-American game, 53 overall player in the nation. I think that's a huge credit to our staff and our community, our state of Minnesota, that we're keeping these people here now. And we needed that one. We needed that one since we've been here to get this thing going to where we need it to be with the cultural sustainability. He's responsible for 27 touchdowns this year in all types of ways, shapes, and forms. 62 tackles, 7 TFLs, 5 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. You talk about one of the most competitive high school players I've ever watched live. One of the best high school players I've ever watched live, who loves the game of football. Loves it. They have family day on Sundays, only watching football. They're a football family. That's what they love. And him staying home allows them to be able to watch 2 college games in one day by watching his brother and him in the same state. And I know that Danielle was hoping for that, his mom. And George, was going to support him either way, but I know George is excited about that too, especially his brother Mason too. So now we got opportunity to watch both in the same day.